Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and salutations to your elect, which we hope to be. Now, basically, I'm getting basically scriptures on how these death angels gonna run rapid during Jacob's trouble. I'm gonna get right into it. This is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. It says, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it," meaning that all the little previous wars and shown in history, it won't it ain't gonna be compared to this day, man. And it says, "It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." Right? It's gonna be all types of hell that's going on down here, man. It's gonna be cannibalism, famine, people killing each other, people going against each other, people, once friends with each other, now straight up enemies with each other. People gonna be, it's gonna be mass slaughter out here. People going against the government. All types of stuff, man. But Jacob shall be, but he shall be saved out of it, meaning the elect. The elect ain't gonna really be going through the turmoil like the 2/3 will, man. This is Psalms chapter 78. This is Psalms chapter 78, verse 49. It says, "He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger with anger, wrath, and indignation and trouble by sending evil angels among them." Right, because it's gonna be evil angels hopping on these people. You know what I'm saying? Hopping on these people, go around killing each other. You know what I'm saying? Plaguing their flesh. Sending them all types of fucked up thoughts that have them turn against their peers, and with them not being with them not knowing the scriptures, they gonna just fall victim to those demons, man. Because they wouldn't know that it was a demon in the first place. It's like, this for an example, this is Sirach chapter 39 verse 28. It says, "There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force, and appease the wrath of him that made them." Verse 29, "Fire and hell and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance." Like it says in Zechariah 13 and 8, 2/3 of Israel will be cut off and destroyed. And some be getting burned alive. In the movie Day After Tomorrow, there was a golf ball, no, not golf ball, but like baseball or even bigger size hailstones coming from the sky and knocking out people, man. Crushing their skulls. Them skull fragments hit your brain, it's over with, man. And it says famine. It's gonna be famine, like down there in Venezuela. Down there in Venezuela, you probably find you some paper towels on the shelf, but you really down there looking for food. Down there in Mexico, they raiding stores. You know what I'm saying? They raiding stores, just running in there, and you could die from falling like this previous Black Friday last year. There was people who was falling, who was getting trampled over, man. You can get killed, man. You got people who running, stumping you in the back of your head, man. You trying to pick your head up, and then you get pushed right back down, man. And it says verse 30, it says, "Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions and serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction." The 2/3 they gonna get their destruction. And also these heathens gonna be getting laid down and put out when Jacob's trouble hits, man. You know what I'm saying? People gonna be getting shot. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be having these uh, you're gonna be having like animals, busting out of these zoos, that's hungry, starving. You're gonna have animals from different, uh, from forests that travel, looking for food, like it was in I Am Legend when Will Smith and his dog was trying to catch the deer, but yet the lion and his family had got it. It's gonna be stuff like that. But at the same time, those animals, that be looking for food, they might come after you because cannibalism also goes in that way too. Having squirrels who real hungry can't find no nuts, but yet they find you and want to chow down on you, man. Um, Man, it's gonna be it's gonna be rough, man. It's gonna be real rough. This is this is First Chronicles chapter 21 verse 1. It says, and Satan stood up against Israel and provoked David to number Israel. So Satan basically you know basically got David to commit sin. And it says, I'm gonna skip to verse 8, and it says, and David said unto the Most High, I have sinned greatly because I have done this thing, but now I beseech thee, do away the iniquity of thy servant, for I have done very foolishly. So King David was asking for forgiveness. And in verse 9 it says, the Lord spake unto Gad, David's seer, saying, go and tell David, saying, thus saith Yahweh, I offer thee 3 things, choose thee one of them, that I may do it unto thee. So Gad came to David and said unto him, thus saith Yahweh, choose thee either 3 years famine, famine meaning like 3 years without no food. It says, or 3 months to be destroyed before thy foes, while that the sword of thy enemies overtake thee. So getting plowed down by your enemies, man. And it says, or else 3 days the sword of Yahweh, even the pestilence in the land, and the angel of Yahweh destroying throughout all the coast of Israel. Right? Major ass diseases, like Ebola or something, Verse 13, it says, and David said unto Gad, I am in a great strait. Let me fall now into the hand of Yahweh, for very great are his mercies, but let me not fall into the hand of men. Basically, not to get destroyed by his foes, man. By his enemies. Verse 14, it says, so Yahweh sent pestilence upon Israel, and there fell Israel 70,000 men. So it was one of the spirits of vengeance. Was pestilence, man. And took down 70,000 souls, man, of Israel, man. And it says, and the Most High sent an angel unto Jerusalem to destroy it, and as he was destroying, Yahweh beheld, and he repented him of the evil, and said to the angel that destroyed, it is enough. Stay now thy hand. And the angel of Yahweh stood by the threshing floor of Ornan the Jebusite. So, once it was enough, the Most High told his death angel, was like, yeah, that's enough, man. So it just shows that, for an example, that, for the 2/3 during Jacob's trouble, it's going to be all types of death angels out here, slaughtering their ass, including these other heathens, man, and these demons gonna be hopping on 2/3 to be to go after these heathens also, man, and pretty much vice versa. This is Wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 17 verse 3. It says, for a while they supposed to lie hid in their secret sins, they were scattered under a dark veil of forgetfulness. being horribly astonished and troubled with strange apparitions. And this is going back in the time of Egypt, you know, when the Egyptians was getting plagued, you know, and when it says in trouble with strange apparitions, you know, when you go into that word apparitions, it goes into like ghost-like or spirit, you know. And the thing is that these spirits, you know, these apparitions, they gonna manifest upon themselves, you know. So you'll see strangeness, you know, things that you wouldn't normally see on an everyday basis, man. You know, verse 4 it says, "For neither might the corner that held them keep them from fear, but noises as of waters falling down sounded about them, and sad visions appeared unto them with heavy countenance." So it was, you know, they was hearing things. You know what I'm saying? You probably hear somebody creeping up, or hear something massive and big running towards you and shit, and yet you can't see where it's coming from. You know, you might hear something here and be like, you might hear like somebody saying something to you, and you turn around, yeah, you know, and nobody's there. You know, it's gonna be all like you see in them horror movies. It's gonna happen in real life, man, and it's gonna happen soon. And when Jacob's trouble comes, it's gonna happen, man. You know, great evils is gonna be upon this place soon, man. And it says, verse 5, it says, "No power of the fire might give them light, neither could the bright flames of the stars endure to lighten that horrible night." So, you know, when Egypt was getting plagued in 3 days, when that darkness was going over, you know what I'm saying, they, you know, all their firstborns was getting their soul taken out of them. When the spirit was going, you know, the death angel was going around and taking their spirits from them, you know, from the cattle too, from the animals, you know. And it was just great screams, man, because, you know, the Egyptians was waking up to seeing the fact that their children and their cattle was just sitting there dead, man. You know, they firstborns, man, you know. And I hope this video was edifying, and I would like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, double honors to Apostle, Great Millstone, and salutations to the elect, which we hope to be. Shalom.